I don't even know why we bother.
Stop.
Quite honestly, I don't.
I don't know why we would what?
I don't know why we bother. We can't have nice things. We just.
We can have nice things. We can have nice things every day. We just can't have them for very long.
That's your point.
I mean, you got to be okay with just having it for a little while and then losing it, like butt virginity.
Okay.
Yep.
That's I wouldn't have put it that way, but I didn't put it.
Where would you put it? Where would you put it?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
Hi, Dr. Duck. Wait, okay, you do this. I don't know why I'm doing this. Hey,
What are you doing?
welcome to the podcast. This where we play games and we talk about cool stuff. As always, my cohort in crime, Chad.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
For the first time ever.
It's all good.
My hetero life partner, Jay.
Yay! Sorry, man. Sorry.
I regret it too.
And the lovely and talented Andrea.
Showing my ring, dude. I got bling.
Highway to Hell was our.
And my name
from the...
is Kevin Spacey.
That's nice.
He has
I'm
some.
nominated for an Emmy.
Wow.
He
Is
has
that
a,
why you always look directly into the camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
and he has a lot of Botox.
No, that's Andy Samberg. You're thinking of Andy Samberg.
Yeah, that's right.
Or Jimmy Fallon.
One of them. I don't know. At this point, I have no idea.
Andy
what we're talking
Samberg, when he came back and did that SNL show. So I was in hundreds of online shorts and 6 live sketches. This week we're playing Ticket to Ride, as we played before. It's a fun little train game.
Ticket to ride. Ticket to ride.
Fuck that.
Right.
Go through and pick. You can get rid of one of your quest cards if you want to.
Quest card.
Basically, the idea of this game is you make trains with colored cards. Blah blah blah.
That.
You'll figure it out. Godcam's on, so you'll be able to see the board. All right, let's get started into it. Who knows who Brandon Routh is?
Brandon Routh.
Your mom.
Don't be a dick. All right, we just.
Is this someone I should know? Give me a hint.
He was. I'm just gonna kind of tell you.
Well, that takes away the guessing.
He was Superman in Superman Returns.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, why don't you just say,
The bad Superman.
He was that Superman.
That's Superman.
Returns.
Movie.
Oh.
It was a movie.
That's what I said.
Didn't they have Kevin Spacey too? Wasn't he Lex Luthor in that?
Yes.
Do you remember?
The best look.
That was that one return one.
Yeah, here's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think. I thought that whole movie was.
The movie sucked.
I thought that whole movie was pretty bad.
Right.
I'm gonna start just because I fucking can.
No, you can't. You lose.
Fuck the man.
You lose. I forgot what to do with the other cards.
In your butt.
I have to have 3. Right?
That's what kind of show this is going to be, people.
Yeah,
just be aware. There's going to be
Became an
lots
anal
of
show.
butts and anals and penises and that.
The camera's over
Say-
there. When you do this you gotta go like
They can
this.
still see it. They can still see it.
That's like weird POV.
That's the kind of show it's going to be.
That's like a baby being born right now.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is why I had to
it
cinch my
started.
shirt.
Okay. No, he obviously lost his job with Superman because whatever his name from True Blood. What was that guy's name?
Yeah, whatever that guy's name is. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We could look it up on the
How's he
interweb.
shaving anyway?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's not important.
But
I'm sorry, it's just not important.
he was recently announced as being cast in the 3rd season of Arrow. The CW show Arrow.
Interesting. Okay.
He's going to
All
be playing the Justice League hero, the Atom.
Oh.
The Atom is a character that came out originally in 1961, and basically his powers are he can shrink and grow to whatever size he wants, within reason. Actually, no, whatever size he wants, and he can adjust his weight in variance based on all of that.
What?
Ant-Man.
Actually, Ant-Man came out the year after him.
Really?
So,
Oh, yeah,
So
well.
Ant-Man.
what's up,
Yeah.
Marvel? You got beat to the punch on that one.
Yep.
I actually looked that up on purpose. Like, who copied whom on this one?
There you go. There you go.
No, he can shrink himself and other things, I think, too,
still
down
making
all the
more
way
money?
to the molecular size. So,
But what you're saying is that he can throw the laws of physics out the window. He can become really huge but still be really light, or no?
yes, but his big thing was always he'd become really strong, but like really small, but super strong.
Oh,
Like, yeah. So,
Ant-Man.
all right.
yeah, effectively.
Somebody dumped it down.
Plus, he'll never be as
That's
cool
why
as
the more
Hank
money
Pym.
came later.
But no, this is next in row of Justice Leaguers that they've started to put into these television shows. While Marvel might be winning in the movies, I would say DC is winning on television. Just because of the CW owned by Warner, which also owns DC. They're putting in, they have the Arrow, and they're starting the Flash. The Flash is getting his own show.
Saw that.
And they've put in, there's been one more character, two more characters announced. Firestarter, I think, was another one. And it's Devin Aoki, the beautiful Asian woman from Sin City. She got cast as Katana, which is trained by Batman.
Yes.
So,
interesting.
my question on this: they're starting to roll into these DC movies and stuff like this. Do you think that they'll try to at some point get, because Ben Affleck's Batman. We have a Superman. We have a Wonder Woman now.
Yeah.
We have a Cyborg too, technically. And
yeah.
Do you think at any point the A-listers
will show up on
the TV shows? Because they're bringing in a bunch of JLA guys. Yeah. They're not the first ones you would think of. You kind of got to go deep on the list or know what you're talking about. But it is Green Arrow is sort of up there. The Flash is up there for sure.
It's true. Yeah.
And these are characters that they want to put in the Justice League movie for sure, if they ever end up doing one.
Good point.
Which I'm sure they will.
They committed. They have to.
Do you think that they could afford to put them on these shows? Because these shows are like really well received. Arrow especially.
Arrow's been very well received. I watched the first season of Arrow and. It was fine.
John Barrowman was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Yes, I think they will. They won't follow any like real character arcs in the TV shows. They'll show up at the end of an episode, beginning of an episode. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing they can do. That's what Avengers tried that with their TV show.
Agents of Shield, but that's the writing was really bad.
Well, it wasn't a good show. But
did it get canceled?
I don't know.
I know they're between seasons at least.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I know that they got Sam Jackson to show up at the end of an episode once, and
you started it. I told you I don't even remember how I'm doing it.
Yeah, but can they afford to do it on longer runs?
Well, like I said, they will never be part of a story arc inside of the television shows. They will show up. Maybe they'll hit somebody. Maybe they'll talk to somebody, but that'll be about it.
Okay.
Right before one of the larger movies comes out, like 1 week mini side of it, they play then.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Big movie.
Absolutely.
Play the A-list.
That's what they were. That was, I think, the idea for Agents of Shield. Because didn't they have?
They had a lot of littler guys.
No, didn't they have Thor on that at one point?
Yeah.
And
he
showed up at one point because
before his movie came out.
Yep.
Right before, right
after.
What, Dark World? Yeah, Dark
My turn?
World.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember.
So yeah. I mean, if the question is, will they try to get these people on the shows? Fuck yeah, they will. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Can they afford to have them be on for a long arc? No, absolutely not.
No, even if Warner's bankrolling it just so that they can push sales.
You got to wonder how much would it cost them to have Ben Affleck show up on a TV show for 3 episodes.
I think honestly, what I think this comes down to, and I don't think it has anything to do with money. How much are those guys going to enjoy doing those characters?
That's possible. That's possible.
Do you want to do a couple episodes on this TV show as your movie character?
How many times do you want to be Batman?
Yeah, how many times? Well, how many times do you want to cement your name to this character? I think is what is sort of it comes down to. How ingrained in this would you like to be?
It'll depend on how good Ben Affleck is received.
That's true too.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, you
But
make a good point.
But based on that, I still think they would put him on before the movie came out.
Oh,
Just
I
to
don't
try
know
to
if they-
push it.
I don't know that could backfire.
It could. I know. I totally see where you're going. That's a tough call. That's a tough call. That's all right.
Also, do you think it's interesting that he's playing two different characters in the DC universe, both heroes that are? He got kicked out of Superman and now he got demoted to the Atom.
Or they can just put him in the movie and or in the show and don't have him talk. Yeah.
He's pretty.
It has been a long enough time since
Yeah, that was like 2006.
Yeah, that was
something like that.
And now they have another Superman in the middle there, so people can forget about it. I mean, he's probably more recognizable as for his character on Chuck than he is for being Superman.
Honestly, I always remember his bit part on Zack and Miri making porno.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Him and Justin Long just riffing. Justin Long really winning that scene, but
Yeah, I have a man.
I will lead you through this. I will love you. I will. Oh, it's so good.
I have a man crush on Justin Long. I'll admit it because he's funny.
Yeah, it's his
What am I doing something?
Draw two of these, lay stuff down, or you're not going to draw it.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
Okay.
You need as many as these are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go all the way
same
at
color.
once,
All the
right?
same
Okay,
color.
Yeah.
got you.
So you need all the yellow for this.
If I was doing
Whenever this doesn't matter with colors, but it has to
Right.
be all the same.
Okay.
I'm gonna take these
You
two.
can't take two wild. You can only take
take
one.
two?
One. Yeah.
No, you can only take one wild, and
I'll
then
take that and
No.
I'll
no.
take this.
You're
If
done.
you take a wild, you're done.
What?
You're done.
Man, how come the rules always change
I'm
for
cutting
me?
you off.
All right, fine. I'll just take this wild one. Till you guys go then.
You just started. and You're already too drunk.
Fine.
Oh, you're so good.
All right.
I feel left behind.
Like Kirk Cameron, or
First they say I can take two, and then they say no, you can't. You can only take one of the. Then they say no, now you can only take one. See?
So Comic Con's coming up in a couple of weeks. San Diego Comic Con,
What?
and supposedly the Batmobile is going to be there.
The
new one?
The
The new one.
is
The new one's gonna be there.
Oh, they're teasing.
Yeah. That's going to be fucking sweet.
They're teasing people.
I can't wait to see pictures of people like sitting in the Batmobile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be there, and I'm going to hate myself.
Yep. Somebody's gonna try to get naked and sit in it. You know that's gonna happen.
Somebody's going to bang a booth babe in there.
Probably. Yeah. I mean,
Ben Affleck is going to bang a booth babe.
That's a
if
bongo,
they
right?
had,
You're a terrible human
yeah,
being.
that's awful.
I hate you.
If Ben Affleck shows up, like
he's
just
totally-
to be like
Oh,
unannounced
they'll
and
pay him to get
shit.
there.
Well, no,
I totally agree.
But they always do big panels for those movies and stuff. There's
Yeah.
no way it's not.
Yeah,
Well-
he's too close. He's got to be there.
But did they announce that he was going to be on the panel? I mean,
No.
they'll do that shit. I mean, they won't tell you he's going to be there, and then he'll show up. I mean, didn't they do that with the Iron Man 2 panel? Like,
No. Yeah, they did because he wasn't.
yeah,
on the
he
panel
wasn't.
to show
Robert
up.
Downey Jr. wasn't
Yeah.
gonna be there, and then all of a sudden he shows up wearing the gloves and shit.
Yeah.
It's all cool.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, that's so awesome.
Yeah, but
he
it's
showed
awesome.
up. Obviously, yeah,
Nobody's
that was-
loved a role.
Obviously, that
Nobody's loved a role more
Yeah,
than
right.
he's loved
Totally,
Tony Stark.
totally.
Because it's him.
Exactly. He is Stark. It's totally true.
They could put you in that role, and you'd still love it just as much.
Did you hear his kid got in trouble for coke?
I'm not surprised.
Little-
Not shocking.
Little
No,
Robert
I'm
Downey
not.
got in trouble for coke. If you think there was
Robert
a
Downey
parent
the
that
third.
could have taught a child, don't do this.
Well, I mean, where did you learn it?
Delightful.
I learned it from you, okay?
What?
I said
I learned it
delightful
from watching
beverage. I don't see the
you.
problem.
My argument completely falls out as a parent.
It's a delightful
Right
beverage.
there.
I don't see the problem.
Right there. I learned it from you.
I learned it from watching you. See, I just did that joke and no one paid attention
Yep,
except
nope,
Jay.
except for
and you
me.
guys didn't pay attention. And then you got to redo the joke. Because
No,
You do know that's his pro.
Yeah,
like
I
he's,
know.
he's good at this.
we talked about that earlier.
Yes.
No,
actually.
he really wants to be the Joker. To be fair.
There you go. Right
You have to play it after.
Oh, that would be my dream role. If there would be one movie I could do and then they could shoot me directly afterward, it would be playing the Joker in the movie.
I can see that.
That is the rule now, isn't it?
Oh, not okay.
Too soon?
Not okay.
Oh.
That's strike one, sir. I will vote you off of this podcast.
I'm all
Here
about
too.
shock humor, man. I give you a point for that
Here
one.
too,
That was-
though. One strike,
Yeah,
two
within
beers. I'm good.
seconds, by the way, you fucking alcoholic. All right, no, let's move on. Did you go?
No, it's Chad's turn.
Already?
Chad's turn.
Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping track. I love you.
Wow, you guys are just like...
There is a guy by the name of Andrew Rector who lives in New York. And it's either New York or Boston. I can't remember where he's from. But he's suing 2 baseball announcers for $10 million. The 2 announcers are Dan Schulman and John Crook. John Crook probably has it, let's be fair. But here's why. They, the roving cameramen that get to shoot the fans in the stands?
You already went.
I thought I could go and then
No,
put
you
my
can do
cards
one.
down.
You can only
one
do
or the other.
You can do one thing.
I think they changed the rules since last time we played this. I swear to God.
No.
They totally changed the rules on me. And they got it together today and they said, let's change the rules on Chad. This is going to be hilarious.
For like 10 minutes.
If you go back and watch the
Internet, please tell
episode,
Chad he's an idiot.
Keep changing the rules.
future Chad, put that on there.
The future
Nicely
Chad's
done.
just going to cut all our audio. Which will work on these 2.
That's very true.
True
Can
enough.
I just put it on one? Or can I do more than one run at once?
No, you just do one. You have to just do one. No, but he's suing them because one cameraman happened to catch this man completely asleep in the middle of a Yankees-Red Sox game.
Okay.
To be fair, it is.
Scores 2-1 in the 4th inning. Yankees-Red Sox, one of the biggest rivalries in all of Major League Baseball. Chad.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It is.
But he's suing them for making fun of him effectively, for bullying him.
Because he was asleep.
Because he was asleep. And
Do you have a picture of this guy?
No.
Because there was so many other things they could have made fun of him for.
It did kind of look like unconscious Jabba the Hutt.
It did. It really did. Oh, wait, sorry.
Don't take my fucking drink.
His sleep apnea was really affecting him.
Yeah.
You have to get
Really bad.
Yeah.
Those stairs are really high, okay?
His neck was at this angle. He was visibly drooling, and he was just gone.
It was, yes.
He's suing for $10 million, and he sent it to ESPN, because technically these people are employed by ESPN. Supposedly, the suit itself is riddled with typos and grammatical errors.
I have no doubt.
And marks a couple of quotes, none of which were said by Dan Schulman or John Crook. They were said by other ESPN's casters later on in the day when they recapped it on ESPN or some shit like that.
And made more fun of it.
And they made fun of it.
All right.
Do you think, even if he wasn't full of grammatical errors, if it wasn't just seemed trumped up and wasn't blaming obviously the wrong people for making fun of him, do you think he would have a case for TV bullying? That's the question I have here. In the court of law, we live in a country now where there's participation medals for everything.
No, they got rid of that in one state.
In Texas.
One little league team, sorry. One.
My thing is he should have basked in his 15 minutes of fame. I was that guy.
But I would have released an album or some shit. You know, that was me.
That was me.
Would the album be just him snoring or something?
And
What is that ambient noise?
It's not easy being sleepy.
Ambient noise.
You know, it's just
Ambient noise album.
You could do a whole thing.
You can sleep in a Yankees game. You can sleep anywhere. Here's my book.
Oh
He
man.
could have gotten all the tail, but he blew it by being
No.
Running down the dream. See this? You could just
So we're in agreement. Trumped up bullshit.
Yeah. If
This
there
is kind of up there with one of the
man.
most laughable lawsuits I've heard.
That is-
What's
The only
some
other
ones
one
who's,
is
what's some
Lazy
other bad
Boy.
ones? What was that?
Lazy Boy was so comfortable, it made me fat.
That's a lawsuit.
That is a legitimate
That's a
lawsuit.
legitimate
That was
lawsuit,
a
okay.
90s lawsuit?
That was probably right after
No.
the McDonald's hot coffee.
No,
before.
That was
That
not
was-
as frivolous as you think either, because the media kind of twisted the
They
shit.
blew that one up.
Yeah,
That was a
because
bad
the lady
one.
was not driving; they were parked, and
That
then
looks like he's about to have an aneurysm.
yeah,
It's like, I could have gotten money from Lazy Boy.
I mean, no offense, but that's still bullshit. Fucking coffee's hot.
Yes.
Don't.
Oh, the coffee
well,
one?
they had
Oh,
it too
God.
hot though too.
Coffee is hot. I mean,
Coffee's hot. The 16-year-old made it. I'm with him.
I'm sorry. It's still, and I understand she probably burnt and she blistered the whole thing. I totally get it. But you know what?
My uncle's
She
got
got
3rd-degree
harassed for
burns
that
from
shit, though.
from
She
coffee.
was like 60s or 70s, and she got harassed for that shit.
That's
After
a
the
little
media got a hold of it?
Yeah.
Well, that
She got-
doesn't shock me.
Well,
That
that's the
doesn't
media,
shock me.
though.
Yeah.
But still, I mean...
She could have just been like, hey, I need a free, like, Big Mac.
Yeah.
You burnt me. I
No,
need a Big
that's
Mac.
the thing.
And they could have just left
Yeah,
to go.
McDonald's didn't want to give her anything, though.
Well, I wouldn't give her.
There's some
She spilled the coffee.
Some personal responsibility. That's all I'm talking about, you know?
The media made it worse, is all I meant.
First off, this country doesn't believe in personal responsibility.
It's your fault.
That's true. We don't.
It's my fault.
It's your fault that I make bad jokes because I'm drinking.
This is the argument I would make in that suit. He was in what essentially is a public space.
Yes.
He bought a ticket. He went in. Whatever happens to him, that
Don't you have to
ticket
sign
itself.
a waiver because you're in the crowd?
Well, that's what that ticket represents. The ticket that when you buy a ticket to go into a venue, once inside that venue, your image can be
You're written off.
used
Yeah, you're
for whatever,
Yeah.
for whatever that particular venue wants to use it for. I'm sorry, that's part of the deal.
Who won that game?
Was it nice?
Oh,
No,
come on, that needs to be
it was not nice. It wasn't nice.
It mattered.
But
No, it was not nice. of them
being
to
mean
do.
is not against the law. It just isn't.
They were-
So
Especially
They didn't
the
even touch
very
anything
pretty
that was
blonde announcers on Sports Center
yeah, you know.
that were all former athletes.
Then
and still work.
I'm sure they're all assholes. But it is not illegal to be an asshole.
Nope.
Unfortunately. So
That's why Donald
No,
Trump
hey, don't say
still out
unfortunately.
there.
That was going to be illegal to be an asshole.
yeah, right.
Look what
Man,
you
that's
started.
just yeah, right.
You just ruined this.
Minnesota will be the first state to enact laws against being an asshole.
New Hampshire.
Listen, if Canada hasn't done it,
Nicely done.
the 51st state in the union.
Is it my turn yet?
You just went.
I would.
Or wait, you just went.
You went.
Okay, my turn. Sorry.
You just went, and you just went.
Because I want
And I just went. All of us
I
just
want to
went.
put cards
I've gone 4
down.
times.
Everybody just go.
I want to put cards down really bad.
Okay.
It's your turn next. Calm down. Yeah, that's a pretty bad
Don't calm down.
There's no way it's
That's a
getting
bad one.
money, which is unfortunate, because he is getting shit on. But
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's
then
true.
he could have not did the lawsuit, and then they would have just been done.
yeah, it would have been over.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He did make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have just let it go and it been what? Sports Center for a weekend?
Yeah, just one
Something
time.
like
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares. Nobody would have cared.
All right, next up, there's a new Harry Potter short story out.
I'm sorry.
Starring Harry Potter-ish.
I saw on the Facebook. Isn't this like where he's like 36 or something?
34.
Okay, he's like.
He's in the
34 years old.
Quidditch World Cup.
Oh, so he went pro.
Yeah, basically this whole
Killed
thing.
the supervillain of the decade.
J.K. Rowling ended up writing this
Made
whole
a
thing
super-
because she was all hyped about the FIFA World Cup.
Oh.
And so into the months leading up, she started.
There you go.
She started printing out the short story written from the perspective of Rita Skeeter. For those people who know
Oh,
the
God.
stories, Rita Skeeter was the gossip columnist in the
Evil
in
pen
the-
girl.
She was in she was in the movies too.
She was in the
Evil
movies.
pen lady.
I know the movies. I don't know the books.
That's okay.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I watch each movie one time. So.
Yes. It's written from her perspective, and basically, it's not just about him; it's about the entirety of the World Cup.
You can go now.
Oh, I can go now.
And it's just a short story. Nothing big about it, but of course the internet exploded because she had talked about how she would never write
Another
Harry Potter
story.
There'd be Wizarding World stories, obviously, but she would
short.
never do another Harry Potter story.
Why are you doing that?
Because
You don't want to go there.
I want to go right here.
No, you don't.
Of course, immediately, all of the blood-crazed Harry Potter fans immediately demanded a movie or some bullshit. Literally, it's a really short story. It's not very long.
You're like the Hobbit.
Is it cool? It's like The Hobbit. 3-part movie.
Yeah.
Three-part movie.
I'm right here at 10.
Oh,
We gotta keep track.
I don't.
We're not gonna make it all the way around.
What we do?
We have to try to keep track of points.
Okay, here, we'll try.
It's the only thing that makes me
How are
feel
you
good
at
about
10?
myself.
Howard has 2, because 5 is 10.
Oh, 5.
See right here, there's a
got it.
legend. See, huh? Use a big word.
Legend.
It's a legend.
Right here,
Where's the
you
big
can
horn
see a
dude?
movie with Tom Cruise.
Where's the? Oh, got ya.
Yes.
Where's the dead unicorn?
Who's the guy who plays the devil in that?
I don't know, but it was the best devil ever.
That was
really
Frankenfurter.
Frankenfurter? What?
Making things up.
No, I'm not making the. What's his name? The guy that played Frankenfurter in that one show.
Now it
with the
made more
dancing.
sense. What? No, it didn't. I gave you way too much credit before you even finished.
Hold up, time out.
All right, time out.
Let's use your big words.
There was
a pretty big word.
No, I get it. Frankenfurter's a movie. He's in that movie. Nobody knows what the fuck Frankenfurter is. Let's move past the Frankenfurter.
Okay. Give me another movie.
All right, he was in Clue. He played the guy. He played the butler.
Okay, then you go to the guy. I'm like, someone else.
Oh, I think I might know who you're talking about.
He was a devil?
Shit. I want to do an impression of him. He has a very distinctive... Oh, he was in Rocky Horror Picture Show, correct?
Yes, that's what I'm talking
Which
about.
one was
Frankenfurter in Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yes. No,
Frankenfurter.
The Dr. Frank...
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it didn't.
Yes.
But yeah.
Okay, just 1 second. Nobody listens to Chad about anything.
Accurate.
Like, nothing. Oh.
I feel like no one listens. Experience. Well, there's lots of blogs about that.
You can smell a whole lot of
Kill
U.S.
yourself.
wines right there. That was just, wow. Wow.
Anyway.
The best dosage of Ambien to take with your wine.
That was horrible right there.
Oh man!
Remember to go vertical, not horizontal.
For anybody else, remember. Down
I'll do it both ways just to be sure.
Just make it cross again. It covers
All right, I'll find out.
I did it wrong when I was little. Damn.
What's that guy's name? What's his name?
I'm gonna say cast of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Wait,
Here, how about Legend? Cast of Legend. There's less people.
Cast of Legend.
Cash.
God damn it! Cast of Legend, the movie.
The cast of Legend includes Tom
Tim
Cruise,
Curry.
Maria Sarah, and others.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. There we go.
That's what I said.
You did not say Tim Curry.
Frankenfurter.
You said Tim Curry in crazy person talk.
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't lie about anything. Everything I said was totally true.
Well, his translator is downstairs.
Look, when I know nothing, it's all true to me.
Utter truth.
I'm winning.
No, your translator is downstairs, to
It's
be
true.
fair.
Exactly. Yes.
So obviously there's no
turn?
Harry Potter fans
No.
in this group.
Not really.
You read the books.
I've read them,
I
but
think.
yeah.
Your brother's not here. so-
I
My brother's
also,
not here. There's
I also listened to them on
Catherine.
CD.
Yeah.
On CD.
CD, what?
What is that?
Check that out.
They have these electronic devices now that you can put like data into, and then you press a button and it plays back sounds.
What?
It's totally true.
No.
Yes, my phone will do it through the interwebs.
It's called a
Oh,
speak.
no,
it's called a
that's a
speak and
phone.
play.
That's a phone. It doesn't do that.
Well, actually,
can-
he somehow
it
got
can.
Harry Potter on the internet.
Google
I
and
saw
phone.
it.
That's all it does.
I saw it on the interwebs. It'll do it.
How'd you get on the internet?
History. I saw this funny thing online where it was showing the
those.
progression of phones.
Yeah.
And big, smaller, and then it said when we could put porn on them, bigger.
So I saw Sarah
That's
sent me
why
this
you want a
link.
bigger screen.
Sarah sent this link
I need to
out to me
upgrade.
at work where it was people were like little first graders had a Game Boy in their hand. And so, like, they have little, what they were saying. They're like, "Oh, I've seen this. This is an old iPad cover or iPhone cover."
I don't know what it is.
Oh man.
And so,
What
like,
it is to me is everything.
so by the time we have kids, they're gonna think it's like an alien contraption.
What is
something.
this?
It's what you use
What does it do?
Rocks and chisels.
It's
That's
what
all we
you throw at
use.
attackers. A little bird came out and chiseled the game into the screen, and then you just kept doing that.
Exactly.
Like, when it's 11. All right. Obviously, nobody gives a shit about Harry Potter.
Nope. You
So what about Dark Tower? Any Dark Tower fans in here? Stephen King?
Wish. No.
I am aware.
Yes.
I'm not.
gotten into it.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Oh
I have
my
not
god,
taken-
I'm batting no for just
Yeah, I have not taken part.
good night.
Stephen
All right.
King and I have an interesting relationship because I understand.
You mean Stevie? Your friend Stevie?
You know, me and Stevie. we you know, I understand, you know, the power that he has, and I understand that, you know, he's a very good writer and tells some amazing stories. But I still see, I'll get to it in a minute. Just Just relax.
No, read me now.
No, I will. I got other things to do.
He apparently is also one of the X-Men mutants in which he can type 300 pages in 37 seconds.
He's the first to come up with some kind of like little device that he can just jack directly into his skull and think out books.
I never want to see one of those.
There we go. Wish I had one of those. That'd be
Him and
awesome.
Poe, never. That's a world I never want to get into.
It's when you can make them reality that we need to fear.
There it is.
And he would too, you know.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Have you read?
I've read the first one. It's a series of novels. I read the first one a while back. I think I still have it, actually. I have so many books at the house, though, I have no concept of what I still have.
Yeah.
I'm the one that put them in tubs, so he has no idea.
Yeah, they all went away,
They're
too.
tops.
So.
Yeah.
But they're
Duct tape
coming
in
out
the
with a
wall.
new comic book
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Based on the novels or
No.
in the world
Standalone.
of?
Standalone.
Okay.
The Dark Tower, The Drawing of Three, The Prisoner. That's what the series is going to be called.
Okay.
And it's based off the
three,
side character. It's focusing on the side character of Eddie Dean, who is a guy who lived in the 1980s. Heroin, I think, was his big problem. And basically, he becomes a gunslinger in the Dark Tower universe through ways.
All right.
Through the Dark Tower ways.
Yes.
It works that way.
And Roland, the main character of the Dark Tower series, who was always in it, he's badass. Honestly, if they could have done a Dark Tower movie, Roland should have been played as Clint Eastwood like 25 years ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the ultimate.
Well, isn't that what some of his movies were based on? Was kind of that same world, like the same attitude?
No. Well, no, that's... Stephen King came out and said that he sort of based the character
On the other way. Oh, yeah, I knew there was...
It went the other way.
That would make sense to me. Sure.
Yeah, he just basically...
I knew it was one of the two ways,
Clint
but yeah,
Eastwood.
okay.
And that most writers would do, they just think of a person that they know they can write for, and they just kind of inject them into the thing.
Yeah, is it just going to show up in this?
Huh?
Is it going to show up in this?
Another Tim Curry! Bringing it back! It's scary. So fucking scary. That clown. Holy shit.
Kind of fucked up. Yeah.
No, there's not much to say since nobody really cares. It comes out, this comes out September 3rd. Check it out, the first issue.
Yeah,
I saw a bunch of pages of it, and it's very pretty.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Anybody?
The older ones are
artists
pretty.
attached to it that we would be.
Not that I really recognize. So.
All right.
Yeah, check it out.
Not bad. Not bad.
I just figured it's popular enough.
That should have been
somebody
like
might be
your.
interested.
That should have been like your indie pick. Like, like.
No, my indie pick's even farther down the fucking rabbit hole this week. So, all right.
It's your turn, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Shit, I'm gonna do stuff.
No, it won't.
Stuff.
Here it goes. It's gonna happen.
Don't do that. No, do that.
I don't.
The blue one.
I don't have anything.
The blue one.
I just took a.
The blue one.
I just took a 5-minute nap. Are you done yet?
What? You gotta live with that, man.
It's not that I hate you. It's just that we're not friends anymore.
friends.
Wait up for your friends. We're married.
It's on paper.
Oh my god, that's just an awful sign for the rest of my life. All right, go ahead. Next
I
one.
didn't lie to you going in.
Let's move on to the thing that I like to do every week. The awesome science story of the week that I found.
Science story of the week.
There's generally one awesome science story.
We should make that a thing.
That should be a thing.
There's science today.
Yeah, but it's like not always, but I try to find one.
No,
There's not always an awesome one.
Well, how about we call it the science thing of almost every week?
Okay, if you want to type, you're editing this. So if you want to type in the science story of almost every week,
Yeah.
maybe if we get around to it,
Yeah, you make a good
if
point.
he finds one.
You make a good point.
Science Daily.
Chad's turn. He's not getting it.
Oh, okay.
What am I looking at?
I have to do a thing.
Professor Sri Narayan from the University of Southern California and his team of scientists have just put together something that's fucking cool.
Not
They
just
have-
cool. Fucking cool.
Yeah.
Fucking cool.
Bitch. That's the rule, right? Say bitch at the end, everything's better.
It is funnier when you
It's a brand new battery. New type of battery. That's going to last 5 times longer than a lithium-ion battery. Contains no metal or toxic chemicals or liquids of any type. Is will last for 15 years and is more efficient than current lithium-ion batteries. The reason that this is cool is it's designed to be paired with solar and wind power.
Finally.
Yes.
See?
It's actually just
Canada.
powered by lard. That's why.
The big problem with the solar and
You're powered by your own sense
Oh, I don't
of
like
self.
that.
I fucked up the joke. God damn it. Anyway.
Wow.
I'm so tired.
everybody talks about solar and wind energy constantly, but the big problem with it being a resource we use on a regular basis is when there is no wind, when there is no sun, there is no energy. There's no good way. There hasn't been developed a good battery
To store it.
to store the energy so that when the sun goes away or the wind goes away, everything just doesn't turn to the fucking Stone Age.
Yeah. that's if you break it down, that is the problem with most sources of energy. Even with coal and burning shit and making electricity that way, you're burning in all that shit all the time. You're not storing it anywhere. It's just burning the shit all the time.
Yes, but the reason that it's still being used because you
Right.
can burn it all the time.
Exactly. If you find a good way to store it, the stuff that's not being used could be stored. There you go. That's the key to all this shit.
The thing that this is really the part that I really latched onto is the fact that there are no toxins in the battery itself.
That's kind of cool.
The biggest problem.
No existing toxins. What I'm curious about is
What did they make? It's going to be
did they
new
make
on-
a brand new toxin?
No,
God.
they're just,
Vapor. It's fine for you.
There you go.
it's what they said. It was magnetic compounds forced into liquid form. So like hydrocarbons and stuff like that, and then
Sounds
separated by a very thin membrane that the polar liquids would then transfer energy through, and that membrane was actually what catches the battery, the electricity in the battery.
I was about to say they should find a way to make shit and like an energy
Shit for the
source.
power, burn it.
Yeah, because then
Now
people are full of it, so it's always be around.
It's totally true.
Now, as cool as this is very early concept. The picture I saw of what they've done, basically picture any science fiction laboratory, and you can. That's sort of what the battery looked like in this sense, right? It was just wires connecting to things
Yep.
inside of tubs.
Yep.
And they think they can get it to usable small sizes. They're pretty sure they can get it to
And they
usable
just had
small
drawings
sizes.
and pictures that like a 4-year-old drew. This is what
They
it's
just-
going to look like when it's done.
This is a cell phone
Smiley
battery.
face.
Smiley face.
Yeah.
Right there. Cell phone battery.
Shit, if my cell phone battery lasted for 15 fucking years, fuck it. It can be this big.
Just take your phone off,
I'll
put a
carry
new
it
phone
around in a
on.
fucking fanny pack. I won't give a shit.
Welcome back to
What
car
are family
phones.
packs called now?
Bag
a
phones.
Roo
New
or
bag.
something?
What?
Fanny
They brought
packs have a
fanny
different
pack
name now? What is this?
Well, remember your sister has
brought
that
it
fanny
back?
pack, and she calls it something else besides a fanny pack, and we told her no, that's a fanny pack. And
Yeah, because it's funny because in Britain, fanny means pussy.
It's true.
it's like a called a Roo now
Fanny
or
flap.
something.
But there's
So
also
you wear it in
it's
front,
also
it covers it up. I mean, whatever.
if there's a product that's stupid and you give it a cool enough name, people will think it's not stupid. anymore.
Change something stupid into another
It's true.
name.
It'll
What's a
it'll
good
do it.
example?
I don't have one. I'm just a theory.
Crocs.
It's a theory right now.
Crocs. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good. And my theory
visor.
has become
The
fact.
vi-
The visor, effectively just a baseball cap, but they cut the fucking top off, so you'll get a sunburn right here.
Those were
and
cool
hate
for a
yourself.
while. Are they cool again?
No, they're cool between golfers and douchebags.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Or
a good point.
douchebags. I'm sorry, I just reiterated myself.
Nice.
I just took a shot at no one.
So I'm thinking
Fuck
this
you, rich people! I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you don't.
With my life!
Whose turn is it?
I don't know. Fuck, I don't
It's,
fucking know. It's my turn?
It'll be your turn.
I don't find anything about this battery on this app. It's not happening. It's fake. All of it. Your battery.
No.
Yes.
It was on geek.com!
It's not on ScienceDaily.com.
I don't care what Science Daily says. Science Daily sucks.
You don't know.
Alright, next one.
It's real.
Netflix.
There's always a Netflix story every week. Like that's another goal.
Bought more
They're
shit so
movers
we
and
can't get
shakers,
stuff.
man. They're
They
movers-
changed their logo.
They did. They changed the layout.
Yeah, because when I got my iPad, it was the red background for the longest time. The other day it turned white, and I'm like,
They just flipped,
Yeah.
flipped the color scheme.
But still, all of us were like, whoa, what's wrong?
yeah.
Something's wrong.
I don't like that. I actually want to talk about this. I don't like that. I just got a new computer, and the factory defaults on the Jesus, this is gonna sound so fucking bad.
Yep, that's gonna be bad.
The factory defaults on the
Porn doesn't look right.
on the browser stuff. No, on the browser background was like super white gray, and it made the whole fucking thing look weird. So I changed everything to hyper dark, and all of a sudden it looked weird. Am I the only one who likes like darker backgrounds?
I do
you know,
too.
stuff?
I do too.
No, you're racist.
I think it outlines it better. Racist.
I go for what
Would you please aim at somebody else at this table for 5 fucking seconds?
I like neutral grays because then you're not
you got at
offending
least
anyone.
40 years of this, you're set.
Exactly.
Grays.
Not offending anybody.
Neutral Grays is my new
Grays.
punk band. Neutral Grays.
That's a great. I would. Yeah, maybe that's more of a first album kind of name.
Neutral Grays.
Yeah,
Or just be
Neutral
like a
Grays.
one-hit wonder name.
Or you just name it
the Neutral
first album
Grays.
kind of name.
Or you can be natural grace.
There's a band
sure.
there's a band called Perfect Pussy. That's a punk band. But one of their albums, all of
Inspiration,
their
Lords of
album
Acid.
songs are just what number they are. It's just 1, 2, 3.
Just keep it easy, man.
Yeah.
What order? What order are they
56.
in? There you go, right there.
Plus, it's like it's like one of those old school punk
Watch
bands
it
where you
grow.
can't really understand what the fuck they're saying anyway. So
So what happens when you re-release something like that, though? Like remaster, like 13A.
4 is 1 now.
13.6.
You just
Rev
do it alphabetically, and then you can do
Alphabetically.
B is now 6.
Woo! Oh, okay.
All right. Well, Netflix.
Yes. What about Netflix?
Yes, they're
track.
hiring. They're hiring.
Okay.
And what they're
do.
trying to hire is a tagger, is what they're calling it.
Oh.
Basically, what the job entails is you watch all the things on Netflix. You watch all the things, and then you come up with the connecting tissue of the site. If you've ever used Netflix, you know when you watch a movie, all of a sudden it says because you watched Batman, the original one, you will also like Beetlejuice. And it's not just because Tim Burton directed them both. Somebody went through and said, put tags on every single movie, Tim Burton, Dark, stylized, blah, blah, blah. And they went through and made all these tags, and enough tags synced up that those movies are now linked together.
Chunked
Your
together.
job as a tagger, you would be paid to watch all the stuff and then just create tags for every movie and TV show.
And then you'll just fuck with people and put like Honey Boo Boo in that shit.
You got to think there comes a point at that job that's exactly what you start doing.
Fat boobs.
Oh my god.
Fat small children.
Because you like depressed and alone.
That's just how it rolls.
Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Because you
Wow.
you watch a movie about suicide, Honey Boo Boo.
However, the downside is the position they're hiring is only for the UK and Ireland.
So you have to move.
There's
So, I don't see the downfall
the
right
only
now.
if you're in the UK and Ireland, the only prereq is that you obviously have to know quite a bit about movies.
It might be better that you know nothing about movies.
It might actually be better.
They are looking for people who specifically have had some sort of script work, albeit have worked in production a little bit, or movie critics or something like that.
Yep. I totally see
They're
that.
specifically looking for those types of people.
Nothing about it.
I
Take it a
can,
lot.
But you can live anywhere you want in those two places. You just have to have an internet connection,
Yep.
which is kind of a cool job. Apparently, there's 40 some odd of these taggers around the
Good
world.
luck in Ireland.
Oh man. There's 40 some odd people around the world that have this job, and those might be the happiest and loneliest people on the planet. Because you never go outside. You never see other humans.
I
How many
mean,
movies would you have to watch a day to tag them all?
well, you got not only watch them, but be able to start tagging. So
So watch at least twice.
Well, in TV
least,
shows is
right?
what I'm thinking about.
TV
Holy
show. Oh
shit.
my god. I forgot about that.
you got to be assigned a chunk of stuff. Would be my
I'm
my
assuming.
guess.
I'm
you know?
assuming.
It's like,
How far back do they go? Do they
You
stop
get-
on a decade? in
you
Netflix
get A
anymore?
through C.
Everything.
Jesus.
Go.
Anything that's been uploaded digitally. or is on.
Well, everything that's already tagged, I'm sure they don't have to go through. I'm sure it's just the new things.
Yeah, as they come out.
And based on region, Netflix has different things anyway. So that's why they don't need so many people, 40 some odd people around the world, because they only need them in so many languages. Languages and regions based on that.
But there's, I mean, I got to imagine,
a lot of movies.
Even with Netflix scaling down its catalog, there's still got to be a ton of shit that they
scaled down their catalog.
Yeah. Even with new stuff coming out, that's still got to be a shit ton of new stuff every week.
Well, they still do independents, don't they?
Right? I mean,
They still do independence. That's the
and
big part of it.
they're losing out on some deals.
That's a lot of stuff.
Other places are getting movies before they are. I mean, shit's harder now. They're
Amazon Prime stealing just.
Yeah,
that's because Amazon can steal whatever they want.
Yeah, because you still have to pay for it on there.
That's still a lot to watch. And then and you got to think you got to probably watch it twice,
at least.
And that's where your deep knowledge of movies has to come from, because then you got to relate it to shit that's already up there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would you or would you not do that job?
So what relate Jaws to what?
If I did that job,
Teeth.
That was a 3-week jinx on
Yes. Yes.
We all just went there though.
If I got that job, you would never see me.
We couldn't
ever.
see you.
You'd have to come over, climb the stairs, open the doorway to my bedroom.
This is another non-movie fat guy joke.
And then I would be in a specially designed bed, and I would weigh 4,000 pounds.
You would be that vampire from Blade 2.
You'd open that, and then the hallway light would come, and I would be go, Michael, go get me some Doritos, Michael, and we will watch the newest version.
Chad, look under your left shit. There's already 3 bags of
shit,
Cheetos.
there we go. We will watch Dukes of Hazzard 3.
I don't want your tit Doritos.
It would be horrible.
That's our next T-shirt, by the way. I don't want your tit Doritos.
Are you gonna do like the Peter joke? You lift it in like a baby.
Ew. But yeah, I mean, that would be a horrible job for me to have. I don't even.
Just send you to space so you can float.
Yeah.
I think I would love it. I would love it because I think you would. I don't think it's as much work as you guys are putting it into. I don't think you have to watch it more than once. I think you watch the thing the one time. You do your research on it. You do your IMDb, Wikipedia research on it, and then you do your tags based off of that.
Somebody else do it.
So
these tags aren't exactly accurate.
Yeah,
don't fucking look at them.
If they're anything,
That's true.
like what you.
They're pretty fucking broad, apparently.
Yeah. Is there anything
Like the Honey Boo Boo thing could totally happen with the tags. Yeah.
You watch Chucky. Here's Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, exactly.
Small, scary things.
You are probably right. It would be probably an easy job. If you had to watch like 3 things and you watch most of it and fast forward, you don't have to watch the whole thing. So maybe you work like 4 hours a day.
You still wouldn't enjoy the movies.
Or you work 3 days straight and then have the rest of your week off. And yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, but as soon as you come out of that hole, someone's going to hey man, you want to go to the movies?
No!
However, you would almost have to immediately buy yourself a fucking treadmill.
Yeah. And you'd have to hook it up to your TV so that it only power it if you're watching it. That's what I would... That's a brilliant idea.
That's awesome.
I had to do that right now.
Bernie Burns from
What's
the owner of Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, right, you do that.
What's the slidey one?
The owner of Rooster Teeth, he only the elliptical.
No, not the elliptical, the slide one. The old school.
The old school
the
ski thing from Nordic
What
Track.
is that?
Norditrack.
That's the name.
No. Bernie Burns, the owner of Rooster Teeth, he used to be a lot bigger. He's slim, athletic looking dude now. But his big thing is that he put his only TV with his video games in front of his treadmill. So he has to walk in order to play video games.
Wow. Yep, that's brilliant.
I like this guy. I got one of those workout balls to sit on. I find myself playing Skyrim.
Those motherfuckers will work you.
They do it too. They do it. You sit there and play Skyrim.
I got one of those too. Your core will get fucked up pretty quick.
10 minutes.
All right.
So you mean 30 minutes, but anyway.
5.
Next,
10 minutes, Mike.
last piece of news, also Netflix news. Emmys are coming up next month.
Yep, they are.
Netflix has 25 Emmy nominations.
Really?
For 2 shows. Guess which 2?
House of Cards.
House of Cards?
Yeah.
You know the other one.
Yeah, you have to know the other one.
Apparently you watch it.
No, he doesn't, but he knows it. Orange is the New Black.
Yeah,
We're not
okay.
doing this all day.
That's I was trying to think of that. I know I was going. Okay, prison.
12
Okay,
nominations
chicks.
for Orange
Okay,
is
prison
the New
and
Black.
chicks in prison. Okay, what's it called?
Chicks in prison.
It's called Titties. Titties.
Lots of titties.
It's called Lure
Damn
for Fun.
titties and orange.
By the way, you will see some titties on that show.
Yes.
12 nominations for Orange is the New Black, 13 nominations for House of Cards.
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black is in the both Best Comedy and Best Drama.
Which is
Wow.
pretty insane.
Pretty
but,
hard.
Yeah.
And it's been Best Drama with House of Cards.
Yeah.
They've got so many individual actor nominations across the board for
Well,
both
House of Cards
shows.
already won something because they were the first, original,
They won last year. They won last.
Yeah.
They won last year's thing.
or
the
did
Golden
they,
Globe. I think it
The
might have
Golden
been
Globe,
the
yeah, I
Globes,
think it was one of those.
But yes, amongst the notable ones, obviously, is Laverne Cox from Orange is the New Black. She is a transgendered actress who is the first transgendered woman ever nominated for an Emmy.
There you go.
It's pretty fucking cool.
cool.
Like she has a twin brother who plays her pre-op
Oh,
in flashback scenes.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
That's
It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
That's like
It's
casting.
in my queue. I haven't watched it yet.
That's a casting director seeing that on a sheet and going, "Holy shit, they're identical twins!"
Exactly. Yep, that totally is. It totally is.
We already wrote this character. This is perfect.
Yep.
This one. I don't care if they can't talk.
Where does True Detective fall in that list of nominations?
True Detective, both McConaughey and they're not obviously in Netflix, but
right.
True Detective has I don't know what all they've gotten, but both McConaughey and
Woody.
Woody Harrelson are both up for Best Lead
Wow.
in Best Lead in a Drama. So
That's bold. Yep.
that's that show for as long as they want to do that shows they're going to do that.
Yeah.
Like whoever they get, because they know how to cast that fucking thing. They know how to write that fucking thing. So that'll be a year in, year out.
It'll be a really interesting Emmys for that reason. I think you're going to have Netflix up against HBO doing this.
Well, you've got Netflix up against the TV. That was what I was really interested in.
No, totally get that. But once it happened, once that threshold was broken, where Netflix becomes part of all of that cable broadcast.
And
Netflix.
And doing it well
Yep.
is the problem.
Yeah.
Netflix could have released something that was absolute shit, too.
Same budget, same talents. They just don't have to worry about censors.
Yep.
But you got to think, though, this year's going to be a crazy year for it because it's not only True Detective, it's not only House of Cards. Breaking Bad is technically in this year.
It's still, yep.
You're talking about Bryan Cranston.
Wow. Yeah.
He's up again for lead.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, you know who's going to win all the Emmys? Ashton Kutcher.
For what?
For that 3.5 Men, man.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think I saw.
Breathing, right? For breathing. Right? That's what he did. Breathing.
No,
No,
yeah,
he's
Mila Kunis
waiting for
pregnant,
knocking up Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
He won all of the awards.
He won them all.
In Mandom for fucking and knocking up Mila fucking Kunis.
The only person who had it before was Macaulay Culkin. Besides, minus the
Yeah,
pregnant
they
part.
banged
He
for a long
tied
time.
that one down.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah, I know they banged for a long time. You can't tell me that Ashton is her second. Fuck that.
Well, no.
Oh, man.
No, this year, I think I saw the whole list. For
I got shut down for 2. So
best comedy, and it's a bunch of good ones. It's the one that was really sad about though is the Big Bang Theory is still in that fucking discussion.
I've never watched that show.
It's not good.
I've never watched that show.
People are so obsessed about it, but it's just not. It's like so TGI Friday generic
It is.
vanilla comedy. And it's insulting to anybody who's an actual nerd. It's fucking insulting as shit.
But
I don't understand how
But
it's so
Sheldon
popular.
still gets awards all the time.
Well, that guy's... they're just giving him awards for his personality. If you ever watch an interview, he's effectively just Sheldon.
He is that
he's
guy.
just playing a cartoony version of himself. Yeah,
Oh, good old Jim Parsons.
Jim Parsons. Yeah, but that's cool, right?
That is awesome. Yeah,
Because with Netflix, it really was going to go one or two ways. It's either going to be awesome like it is, or just completely.
Or it wasn't going to be. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be total shit.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm glad it's awesome. I'm watching House of Cards now, and I'm intrigued. I'm going to continue to watch. Orange is the New Black is on my list. I'll watch it eventually.
I really like House of Cards. I like watching that show, but
I
only watch like
on Netflix.
Oh, you're bad. I watch a couple of episodes and I have to stop for like a few weeks because it's so fucking heavy. I just can't.
Maggie will come down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I'm a comedy person. That's just too goddamn deep.
Watch.
True enough.
Watch Orange is the New Black.
Great drama, but yeah.
I don't have Netflix.
I can't see how people.
You need to wear it like a.
Shit.
Oh God, no.
I'd jump off something. I would totally want to go jump off something.
You need to have a sign though that says "I don't have Netflix. Please don't watch it."
Don't watch it.
I will.
I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate the spoiler. I hate that.
We have to go on this rant for the 80th time.
Here we go. No.
Hey, Mike, do you have a indie pick for this week?
I do have an indie pick this week. Do you have an indie pick this week?
Unfortunately, I don't. I'm sorry.
Do you have an indie pick this week?
No. I didn't know it was
I
don't even know what it is.
Okay, the indie pick for this week, guys. Let's move into indie picks. My indie pick this week is a short called Lessons Learned. It was on Kickstarter a while ago, and it's a short from Toby Froud. For those of you who don't recognize the last name, Toby Froud is the son of Brian Froud. Brian Froud is the lead artistic director of Labyrinth.
Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about. Keep going. I think I saw this. This was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Toby Froud has gone in his father's footsteps and teamed up with Heather Henson, the daughter of the Jim Henson. And they came together and they made a short story called Lessons Learned that's entirely puppets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
And it's heavy again.
Yeah.
They're just doing heavy adult puppet movies again.
Yep.
And the basic story of it is that there's a grandfather who gives a grandson a box, and in the box it's called the Lessons Learned box, and the son. Basically through that you keep all the lessons you've learned in your life. And basically what he does is he opens his grandfather's Lessons Learned box, interested in what he did, and it leads him through this adventure of him going through his grandfather's lessons.
Yes.
And it's just incredibly interesting. Right now it's up for all of the indie festivals and stuff like that. There's nowhere you can go to watch it unless you were a backer, which point they're actually pretty soon sending out the backers tapes. So they do have a finished or mostly finished product currently. And because of that, it makes me believe that they will have one for sale very soon as well. If you're interested in it, you can go to stripeypajamaproductions.com. You can watch their trailer. You can learn all about the crew that worked on it. And basically, you can just see some background stuff.
Yeah, great stuff. That's Dark Crystal was a big, I would say, it was at least as big an influence on me as a kid as Star Wars was.
Yeah.
And,
I would agree.
I love that stuff. It's just, I'm looking forward to this.
Labyrinth and Dark Crystal were one of the more formative, they were one of the things where, when I was a little kid, I can distinctly remember watching and going, these are things I'm interested in. This is what I care about.
And here's the fascinating part. I watched that shit when I was a kid. You watched that shit when you were a kid.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm a fucking old guy. so that shit, I mean,
old guy.
It is. I am. It stayed relevant. I mean, it still is now. I showed my niece that Dark Crystal, who were mine. Right?
Yeah, Dark Crystal's still great. Yeah. Dark Crystal still has something to say, which is very, very interesting. Labyrinth. I mean, it's Bowie.
yeah, true.
Also, the puppet work in that is just
it's phenomenal.
Anytime Henson is involved with absolutely anything, I generally pay attention.
Yeah, I just go, okay, I will watch it. Okay.
My favorite movie of all time is called Mirror Mask, and it's a Henson production.
Yeah,
it's the British Henson production, and it's oh my god, it's so good.
We have it on our iPad.
Yeah,
it's that good.
If you ever get a chance, look up Mirror Mask. It's actually pretty hard to find. It's a pretty indie movie.
Yeah.
He lost his copy. He was sad.
Yeah, I lost my copy. I had a DVD copy and I lost it. So I was all freaked out, but we just got it we just put it on the iPad.
Walmart
anyway.
carried it for 3 months.
Yes, they did. Weird. All right. It has a very hot Stephanie Leonidas, if anybody knows. Hey, Steph. All right, let's move on to the hypothetical of the week.
I think my earbuds are there.
But basically, what we do at the end of every show is I present a hypothetical to the group, and everybody tries to answer it as best they can.
Done the entire night.
Totally off the top of our heads, people. We don't get to, toil
Say
over our
words.
answers. We don't get to think about this for hours and hours.
I got hours, but I got like half
No,
an
she
hour.
makes me tell me her
I get-
hypothetical way before the
That's
show.
not fair. I
I
got
hate
like
this.
2 seconds to think.
You have stand-up comedy history. Shut up.
Plus I'm stupid.
so-
Oh man, you're making me think of stuff and be funny at the same time. It's not like I trained myself to do
Funny's hard.
I lost.
All right, the
Nobody ever
hypothetical,
watches
This is a
the
game,
show.
right?
hypothetical this week. Hypothetical this week is it's based off sort of the Dark Tower comic book series. I really enjoyed the first book. I'm gonna go back and read it, and I'm probably gonna try to find all the other Dark Tower.
So I'm going to steal it
things.
from you later.
Yeah. You can.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back and try to. You're gonna have to read it. It's very fucking good. But the opening scene that I really love. It really introduction to the world is he's walking. He goes into a bar and he asks for if they have meat of any kind in this bar, and they go, well, "We have hamburger patties." He's like, okay, give me that. And he paid $1.60 or something like that for the hamburger patties, and everybody started eyeing him like he was made of money. I'm like, it just.
Yep.
You're in a Western and things matter.
There you go.
That's $1, boy. Take your hat off.
Meat package.
Meat. Oh.
No, but the hypothetical this week is along those lines.
Okay.
If you can think of something you love in a medium, a movie, a comic book, a video game, a radio play, whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
If you could watch or read something in another medium of that thing that you think it would benefit it, what would it be?
That is a fascinating question.
Yeah, that's why I
this
really
again?
got caught. Huh?
Say this again?
Something you're
listening.
really into, like a
Okay.
video game from your youth or something like that. If you could dive farther in the universe, and it doesn't technically have to be straight that story, it can be based off the characters in that universe, things like that. But if you could, but the hypothetical is you have to transfer mediums. If it was a video game, it has to be something else. If it was a
Book has
movie,
to be
it has
a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
somewhere along the spectrum. But it has to benefit the storytelling in your mind. That's the hard part. Because you can, like Hollywood has proven, you can transfer anything to anything. Smell, look, and taste like dog shit, but they can transfer it.
You can be there.
For instance, they're doing a Sharknado video game. They're also making Sharknado 2.
Not only are
two.
they making
Two
a
is done.
sequel, they're making a video game.
2 is done.
I
The
was
sequel is out.
thinking,
You have one. Okay.
like Mario, Luigi, the Nintendo family,
Yes.
and a family sitcom.
A lot of lizard rape.
All right.
That's
That's good. That's
not
awesome.
bad. I like that.
I could totally see
Super
that
Italian
working.
stereotypes.
Oh,
Blonde
God.
chick that keeps trying to have bestiality.
Never has her clothes on.
Never has.
And then a
Never
shroom
has
with
clothes on.
pigtails.
Oh, everybody's tripping on LSD.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
Everybody's constantly taking
Everyone
shrooms.
is tripped. Wow.
Man,
They talk
man.
to their ottoman.
Yes. Wow.
Thank you.
That's really good.
There's a naked chicken that won't stop making eggs.
Now I could piss Mike off and say Thundar the Barbarian as classic literature, but I won't. I won't go there.
Classic literature.
I won't go and.
I would
tell
like
you
to read a novel that's 3 pages long.
That's my kind of novel.
Thundar would, of course. Never mind. I won't go there because he'll walk off again. Like,
I did leave. I did leave.
He's done this before.
this is
I want to hear this.
It's the running pie gag of the show.
What's super interesting is they've done a lot of this cross-media stuff with things that I already love. I mean,
Yes, they have.
they did it with Star Wars. I read a lot of those books that are from the same world, like the Han Solo books and stuff. That was super interesting.
They finally, they're They elected authors that are going to do canonized novels for Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
So the novels aren't going away. They're just going to do canon.
They're going to make sure they
novels.
stick. Yeah, I gotcha. Interesting.
I might read those. Actually.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I might partake again.
Anyway, what was your hype? What was it?
There's so much of that stuff out there. I might. I love reading what essentially is pulp. Just fast reads that are a good time that I can just lose myself in.
150 pages, something.
You know, they can be longer, but you know, just easy, fun reads that aren't trying to get too
individual
deep.
Johnny Quest things back in the day. No, not talking.
but I totally see where you're coming from.
Yes.
I think it would be super interesting. I love two things, and I'll say both of them. TV shows, 24 and Burn Notice. Right?
Yeah.
I would love to read 24 and Burn Notice books in those same universes.
What about a crossover?
Jack Bauer and Sam Axe.
He's got.
Fuck yeah.
Jack Bauer has to go to Miami to stop a terrorist plot.
And save Michael Weston.
And Michael Weston's already working on it.
Michael Weston, save him.
They at first they think they're both the bad guys, and then they realize. No, we must join forces.
There you
and
go.
they sacrifice.
Fuck yeah! I want to read that book.
And they sacrifice Fiona because fuck that chick. And he finds a new attractive
But then Chuck
girlfriend.
Finley, that probably would pick
Chuck
up.
Finley. Chuck Finley's in that thing, man.
Absolutely. Chuck Finley.
Sam Axe.
Sam Axe is a badass.
It's the best.
You don't give.
I was so happy when that show came out and I saw Bruce Campbell was in it.
Oh,
I'm like,
fuck yeah.
And then I got even more happy with every successive season. I'm like, he has a career!
Yeah. And yet, just the character became bigger and more interesting, and they gave him his own like spin-off movie.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And he was, and it wasn't like he was crazy over the top, basically, but that's how Bruce played him.
Yeah.
But effectively, he was really grounded. He was just. This is an old army vet, did his time in some really shady places.
Yep. Seen some shit.
Would like to retire, but doesn't know how to do anything else.
Exactly. And his bestest friend needs his help.
I was gonna
Bestest
say,
friend needs
yeah, that's his hetero life partner, Michael Weston.
There you go.
Michael Weston is his hetero life partner.
Yeah.
If you needed me to back you up in some kind of weird anti-criminal activity, I would be there for you, man.
That means you also have to bang cougars.
Okay.
Telling Amy.
And they end with me. This is not good.
So you would go with the 20.
I'm gonna go with. I love the idea of a 24 Burn Notice crossover because that's beautiful.
Of any type.
Yeah, really. I'd go there. Okay. Make it, and I don't know. I would novels. Let's see some crappy novella type. You know. Paperback stuff.
Really
Burn
a
Notice.
better way to go.
Yeah, right.
Burn Notice especially really would apply itself very well to novels, I think, because of the narration they do in the show already.
Yeah, totally true.
There we go.
Almost nothing would change.
Yeah. You'd have to do 24 would become like these different first person mini chapters.
Yeah.
Which might be kind of confusing. You don't know. You never know.
It'd be harder to follow.
Fine, I will write one so that we can figure out if this will work or not.
Of course, there'll be slash fiction in which Michael Weston bangs Jack Bauer.
Things here.
That's taking it just a step too far.
Sam Axe videotapes.
That's a little too much in my head.
He's looking at that right
He's
now.
just mad that I already stole it from him.
Did. Fucker.
So you have anything?
You fucker.
Yeah,
Jay?
I got it. But it's bad.
What do you got?
Any of the Brent Weeks novels. Brent Weeks, smaller guy, did his first set was a trilogy. Did just a ninja book. That's all it was. Just ninja assassins.
Fucking ninjas.
And he straight up said that. He's like, "Thank you for letting me write a ninja book."
Ninja book.
Stupidest thing ever. I wrote a ninja book. Here you go. Thank you.
And you're like, ooh,
Fair enough.
His other stuff though. Lightbringer trilogy, stuff like that.
Oh,
just
I've heard
really,
that.
really
I've
in-depth
heard that.
stuff. Great stuff. Would probably make a really good TV series.
There you go, right?
Non-edited, just straight up, no holds bar. Go at it.
And use the source material.
Yeah. Oh,
because it's there for you already.
written.
Yes.
Take
Don't redo it and make
don't-
take the characters and
Novels.
Don't make a book before the book comes out.
Novels to TV or
Read all the
novels,
books first.
Novels to TV or novels to movies always seem to work very, very well, just because they can cut that there is so much filler in those books just because they are trying to paint a picture for you, and if you can shoot it, the picture's already painted.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally true. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, see, I'd keep it away from movies though, because TV series you can at least build up for it.
Well, yeah,
you're cut, so you're limited
like,
so much.
Yeah, imagine.
And this is just
Yeah, I totally
Unless
agree
you're
on.
Michael
I totally
Bay,
agree
and then
on.
you can make a 3-hour transfer.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter.
And nobody gives a shit.
Generally, what they do, they get too many cooks in the kitchen, and the story becomes something different because they need a hot
Or they go too
chick.
fast.
Unless
Or they go
you're
too fast.
talking Game of Thrones.
Well,
There were no cooks in that kitchen minus George R. R. Martin.
if they can carry it that way, it'd be.
Okay,
gold.
apparently, I don't know the source material. Apparently, they have changed some things here and there.
Yeah,
Small
I-
things people
yeah.
who read it do notice, but it hasn't been enough that anybody
Yeah,
gives a shit.
there you go.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what about you, hon?
Yeah.
My thing is, and this actually reaches back in the Star Wars universe. When I was younger, I played a game series called Knights of the Old Republic. Those who don't know, the Knights of the Old Republic is fucking fantastic. It's basically about Star Wars when the Jedi and
Empire
the,
didn't-
and none of the Empire didn't exist. None of that. It was the Jedi versus Sith, and they were two gigantic armies standing on either side of the galaxy, just bashing their heads against each other.
Before it was an academy.
Yeah.
This was huge.
And it was basically the Middle Ages of that universe,
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
Still had spaceships and lasers and all, and Boba Fett-esque bounty hunters, and all the same tech. But it was the good guys versus the bad guys. Everybody had force powers, and it was just two huge armies just smashing faces.
Spaghetti Western shit,
Oh,
yo.
yeah, it was good.
That TV series, because it would have to be a TV series, would be incredible.
Oh, yeah.
If HBO or something like that picked that up. Because you get to do political thriller,
Oh, yeah.
you get to do action, you get to do sci-fi, you get to do romance if you wanted to, you can do every fucking genre you can think of.
Yep.
And there is no end to the amount of characters you can put in it, because you got to play with people like Yoda. That's where he started in the Jedi Academy in the Old Republic.
You just started way before him, even.
Yeah, even way before Yoda was alive.
There's no time frame on that one. Yeah, you're.
I would like to see a young Yoda story. That'd be pretty
Oh,
Yeah, Yoda the Padawan.
When you said spaghetti, that reminded me of the M&M spaghetti.
Or is he taller?
sweet. Yeah, right. He shrunk as he got
He's shrunk.
That's what their species does. You get born somehow
Giant
at
egg.
6'9".
And you shriek.
Every birth kills the mother.
Everyone. That's why he's one of 3 left.
That's
It's
good.
just a major. Yep.
You know what would have been really funny though is if you would have picked Thundar the Barbarian and did the whole thing.
Here's the thing. As many times as he's done it, I don't know the Thundar the Barbarian beginning. You know why? Because I fucking blocked that shit. The winner of this week is you. You people.
You didn't win.
You just watched this
I
one
think
out.
the winner
You're
is
definitely
us.
gonna win.
The winner really is us.
Bye! Remember, play games, look up cool stuff, have fun with your friends.
Have fun.
Play!
Have fun!
Bye!
See you guys later. I miss you guys. I'll see you.
I didn't lay down a single train.
Turn that shit off now.
Of all the trains run, none were run by me.
No.
As per usual, I'm the man standing in the corner, staring at that white hoe, not getting any of it. Well, Jamal, Adrian, Lamar, all of them just run it. And I had nothing to do with it, didn't score a single point.
Yeah, but you was watching the door, and that's important, man. Thanks for watching the door.
Thanks, Jamal.